Good afternoon everyone, it's Rachel here with Roxy's weekly challenge, and today we are going to play with the smaller of the images from the art pages, just some different ideas. That's not a smaller one, but it's a funny shape, so I thought I might try and think of something with that. This one, for example, you could cut it and make two things, or you could fold it over and make it into a journal spot that opens. You could even, oh yeah, okay, we can play with that. Let's do that one first while I'm having ideas. So we've got all kinds of different ideas for these art pages. Now, of course, any of these things can be done with any images that you have. So you might have a wonderful travel book, or you might have a floral book, or any image, a children's book. You can do the same projects with those books, those images. It doesn't have to be art, but this is what I particularly have and I love, so that's what I'm using. And so we're going to play with the art images. I love the colors in them, and I've got some vintage paper here. I think I'll use that. I want to keep this bit here. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to glue that there and keep that bit. We've got a little wormhole there, so I need to put a marking there, and then a marking here, and then cut with my cutter if I can. Yes, I think I can. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. I've had a super crazy busy morning, and so I didn't even know if I was going to get in here and do my video, but here I am, a bit later than usual. We're going to our friend's place for the weekend. She lives, well, she lives in Florence, but she has a place outside of Florence. So we're going there for the night. So she's fretting about my Sunday video. I think I may have to try and get that done today. Oh, it's late now. So anyway, if you don't see it, it's coming on Monday because I didn't get it done. Right. So we're just going to glue this on. So we're making a journal spot with an art book page. So this is what we're going to be playing with, some different ideas with the images from books that in theory can be accessible more so than the really old things. So besides hinging them and using them as pages in your journals, you can also make things out of them. So I would tend to hinge the bigger images, and or with lovely reverse side as well. But sometimes they don't have a nice reverse side, but I'll just cover it or put a pocket on it. So we won't fold that yet. We'll just let that dry. Why don't we put that aside and let it dry, and we'll move on to something else. So isn't that gorgeous? I love the colors. Really beautiful, from a illuminated manuscript. Oh, if you're looking at why I'm red there, I got bitten by something and I have been scratching. So we could add this to that. I'm just having a think. It's kind of a funny shape, isn't it? It's square. See, I could make these into pockets as well. You could just put a thumbnail, and that's going to be a nice strong pocket. In fact, I think that one would be a nice pocket. So I think what I'll do, well, I can use that. Look. Ah. Why didn't I think of that before? Look at that. You get a nice semicircle there. And I might just add a little piece of paper or something to it. Do I want to add maybe, I don't want to cover too much. Just a tiny bit up there. And so that's a pocket glue right in front of my face. So that's just going to pop up there, and that's just going to go on my box where I put my pockets. Really nice and very strong. Okay, we'll grab something else. Oh, now this was a portion. So this had someone on a crucifix upside down, and it was just a detail. No, he wasn't upside down, but it was a detail of the leg. I don't think it was Jesus, but it was a detail of the leg with all the, to show, this is a Renaissance painting, but it showed all of the muscles and the veins and everything, because gruesome, but they used to dissect, the artists were known to dissect bodies, dead bodies, and study them. To see what the anatomy was like, because of clearly, you know, they didn't have x-rays and know all those things in those days. So but I didn't clearly want that part of it, but I thought this was very pretty, so I thought this would be lovely to use. And oh, we are so lucky that that is just going to fit on there. So this is going to become a tag. That side's not too bad. I don't like their faces. They're disproportionate. Their heads, they look like they've got some kind of illness, that they've got swollen heads. That's why I didn't like that side. I liked parts of it, but not all of it. Clearly that artist did not study anatomy. Okay, so we're going to put this on here. I'm going to make a lovely journaling spot. I mean, you couldn't do it better. It's already beautiful as it is. So I just need a wet one because I've got glue everywhere. And it just wipes off these pages. Okay, now let's flip it over and just make sure it's all glued down. And I think I'm not going to trim that off. I'm just going to fold that over. And that will be an extra writing spot. Yeah, and we may just snip the corners. I think I would make a tag shape, but I don't want to because I've got this like that, so I just prefer to snip the corners and then see what else needs to happen. So we can have something up here. Just thinking. Let's see what I've got in here. Oh gosh, I just dropped my whale towel. Oh, now if I had that, my favorites, here it is. I might like this one. Oh yes, look at that. Okay, let's put that on. I'm getting hot now. I've been cold all day, now I'm hot. Sorry, I'm going to take my jumper off. Oh. Right. Scissors. So very simple. We may also, actually I may punch a hole as well. No, I won't punch a hole because I've got the paper folded at the back. So no punching of holes. I'm going to put that there in that space. I'm not going to add too much because it's just so pretty, and I think that's it. I don't think I'm going to add, maybe a little bit of washi tape could be good. Let me just grab my go-tos, which are here. Absolutely love. Mix between Amity and a few others in here, and maybe, no, I have a few I haven't even opened yet. Maybe something like that one. Let's see. I missed out on her Christmas ones because I was in Australia. We were teaching, and so I missed out. Okay, oh, just beautiful. Might just have a little bit shooting down. Almost looks like there's a washi tape on it down there, doesn't it? So I think I might just have a piece going down the side. Okay, I'll keep that near just in case I want to use some more. Okay, so I'll put that one, isn't that gorgeous? I love that. Oh, what about, I think we might have a bit of washi tape down there. I don't normally do that. Let's do that. What about something like this one? I love this one. Love them all. Which is my up? That's the up, because this one does have a direction. Just strengthen the, oops, I've already stuck it. Oh my goodness, and I stuck it on crooked. So typical of me, isn't it? Look at that. It's a disaster. Oh well. Whoever receives this in their journal, they'll just have to see that and have a giggle. Hopefully. And not feel totally distressed. Oh, I think the thing is crooked anyway. The page. So that's looking straight to the fold, but that's crooked. So clearly my cutting was crooked. Okay, so that could be fixed. Now let's come back to this. Now I left that little image there. Who is that? Don't know. Who holds the lamb or the sheep? So that, see, get a little peekaboo there. That's what I liked. I think I may cut this with one of those fancy punches. Oh gosh, how do I know which is the one? No, I think that. Yes. Okay. And that, oh, that, no, that doesn't go there. That must. Hopefully I got it right. And then about there. Oh gosh, got it. Okay, good. It's a bit of a chore. Okay, yes. So we've got a little punch there. When you open it, you've got your writing paper, but I feel like it needs something else. I'm particularly enjoying this brown Florentine paper here, brown and red. It's almost like there's another little, take a little bit more off. I think I'll put that there. So very simple. You don't have to do much because they're already beautiful. We will do something a little bit more complex in a minute. But I just want to give a variety of ideas. Now, of course, you could add pages in here. You can stitch pages as anything folded over like this can have stitched pages into it. I need to just snip these corners because I love that look, as you know. And inside you write. Very cool. And that's on the reverse side now. Do we want to put something else there? I am loving my swirly labels. If I have something that's appropriate, I might add another one. Especially these are more Italian style ones. This one could be good. Let's see. You know, you just do all the usual things with them. Treat them like they're a printed out image that you're going to make into something. With the added bonus of not having printed them out. Very bad cutting here. Oh, terrible cutting. It's all right, we'll survive. I quite like those colours with that, so I think I might add that there or there. Not in the centre, there. Okay. You can also admire my very bad cutting. Okay. Simple. Cool. So that's that one. And then what else do we have? Oh, I got an itch. Ooh. So we've just done, see this one here, we've got two images, but I think I may cut, oh, I might use this one. Look at that one. you could fold this like so, and then put a little something over the join, and again create another, look up, there's the upside down. I don't know who that was. You can then have you can create a little booklet out of that, but what I'm going to do is trim it. We might use this one. Actually, I might keep that. We can use that one for something else. I think the mosquitoes are back. I've got bites and I'm itchy. Just drives me insane. So what I want here, I want to add something here so I can hinge it onto something. Does that make sense? Add something there so I can hinge it onto something. Oh, why don't I use this? I've got to use this stuff up anyway. So let's just fold this. And because I'm not throwing it out, I'll just slide that in there. And that way I can trim it. Okay, good. So I need to go here. And attach this. Is that straight? Yes. Okay, so we can lock that in. Right, I'm going to hinge this to a piece of book page. Here we go. Here's just a piece of rag paper, and I might put it that way. I've already made one, so I'll show you my sample just to get warm up. Sometimes I need to warm up. So I did warm up, and I now have something to show for it. I can't quite see where I put it, but it's here somewhere. So I'm going to put that there. Like so. Isn't that gorgeous? This side is I'm going to put some writing paper. So I have bits and pieces flying around. Let's just move this. I might put that with a dark pen, like one like this with a thicker tip. You can easily write there. It's actually really nice. So I think I'm going to use that. I'm going to put my cutter down here in the usual spot. Just going to trim that. And I think I'll have to rip that bit off. I'll do that after. So let's just trim this to fit here. And then I'm going to take off that top bit because it's a bit darker. Use that for something else. And then whoops, grab this. Oh my goodness. Just the pits I am. And where I'm overhanging there, I'm going to tear that off. Glue there. It's all sticky. Okay. So, let's tear that off. Yeah, I want to tear that off. Just tear it like that. That's better. Good. So that's the writing side. That's the front. We're going to snip the corners. And then we're going to add some writing paper there. Not big enough. Let's see what's here. Nothing there. I thought I might have something that I could use there, but no. Got to dig deeper down into the pile. What's this one like? Never find things when you need them. I might use that one after. Oh, here we go. These are good. Let's see, this one, not that one. With the dark pen you could write on that, so I think I'm going to take this piece. Excuse me, I need to put a mark in here and here. Oh no, don't do that, got to cut it first. So I could have, well, that piece is the piece that fits it. That's really pretty, I think. Or will I use this one? I now prefer this one. So I'm going to take this off. And I want the blue flower. And just trim a bit more off. Okay. So pockets, fold out journal cards. We can hinge them onto things. You can make big tags, big journal cards. You can put them on as a pocket on a journal card. There's so many possibilities. Okay, quite like that. You can see the border of the painting that was underneath. Okay, that's good. Now we've got to work on this bit here. Make sure that's glued down. And okay, we've got that paper. So I don't want book page because I've already got book page. So then that tells me I need something more decorative. Something like that, maybe. Let's see, I don't even remember what this, it's such a tiny detail, I don't even remember what paper it comes from. I think I'll put that there. Just look at the vibrant colours, they just make me happy. Put that there. And then I'm going to put a flower. Is my thought. So let's grab the flowers. I've got a whole lot here because I found all of my test prints and multiple printings that I did. Now let's see our colours here. So I could go with something, I like the yellow. I think I like that one, that beautiful iris. I position it in such a way that you can only just sort of see a bit of it. So that way when this gets lifted, it's a bit of a surprise, in inverted commas. Okay, and I've put that about there, maybe up over a bit, up. So you can just see it. Actually, I could even put it up even higher so you can't hardly see it at all. And then I'm going to put a label, I think. Yeah. And then a label. Again, I'm thinking one of these, but when I'm not sure until I audition. So I've got a bigger one of that one. I always love that one. I think that's it. You can see why I never have any of those, because I use them all the time when I have them. Not really a label, it's more decorative because you can't write on this one. Okay, and that's going to be, yeah, peekabooing out the top. And then the other thing I want to do is put on a whale towel. Let me just grab it. It dropped on the floor. Lucky I've got my little rug there. I'm thinking I'm going to punch. This is one of my old tags. I'm going to punch it from there, I think. It's just, I've probably got another one. Let's see. See which one I like the best. And that was printed on a cardstock, so it wasn't very good quality printing. I think I like that one more, yes. So and I think I printed it with the Epson a while back. And I'm going to put it down here because there's less happening. I don't want to cover that up there. So we have a nice little tab that we can lift our thing up. So it's just a journaling spot that flips out, a little bit of fun, and you can write on the back. Now, you could also put a pocket and put something in there, or you could have a pocket across here and put something in there as well. So, or this, you don't put anything there and you could glue it down onto a page and have a side tuck, and that flips. So just a little bit of fun. So that's that one. Then I had, let's see what else. I mean, I won't play with everything. So we can do a similar thing with this one. What I might do with this is fold it over. Fold it over like that, and then grab a piece of maybe Florentine paper, or so I've got a few thoughts. There's that piece. I could glue it to that, and that will be a pocket. And then on this side, or I could just glue it to itself, couldn't I? And that could be a floating pocket. No, I want to attach it to that. I want to make my life complicated. Do I prefer this one? No. Oh, excuse me, that's all pretty much the right size. So we'll attach it to that one. It's just a size thing. So my first job is I've slotted in there. I'm going to flip that up, and I'm going to run my Tombow glue, just a wet glue, along here, down, oops, doesn't matter, down here, and here. And then I'll punch a little thumbnail there afterwards. So that's that side. with the lovely Florentine paper. And then on this side, this is going to flip up, so we'll put the tab on here. That's going to go on there. And I think I'm going to leave that. Like, you could write on there. Probably quite nice to write on too, because it's smooth. And I'm going to leave the back of this Florentine paper because it's kind of textured and it's off-white. But I may just do a little teeny tiny bit of a collage on it. And just add a flower or something, just because, so that's pretty. I've got a bit of script here. Might do the job. Might be too small, we'll see. I don't want to add anything too big. I think I'm just going to pop that there. Quite nice over here too. I'm going to pop that there. Stick with the plan is what I'm telling myself. I better check I'm recording. Am I recording? Yes. Got light reflecting there. Okay, so that's there. I mean, I could add nothing, but you know me. I have to audition. Let me see. I've got some already in here. Ooh, I think I might like that. At a glance, I like that one. Yeah, let's do that one. Oh, we better get that bit out. My scissors slide down sometimes. Okay, I think I need to cut in there just a little bit more. Right, get a non-sticky piece of paper. Loving the colours in this. So you have a mix of real stuff in inverted commas and printed stuff. And I love all the different contrasts of everything, old and new and printed and not. I'm going to snip this. Let's see. That's that. Isn't that just the prettiest image? Okay, so I'm looking for, well, I might as well, no, I can't use that one. I have to use the other one. Just slide that in there, about halfway. Okay, So you can slide something in there, lots of writing space here. And I wanted to add the tab. And perfect because the writing's on that side. I think I'll have it up there. And then you've got a little flower peekabooing out there. You could punch this as well if you wanted to. So the difference with the other one is we have our side tuck pocket here. This is the other one that we did. It's on book page like that, whereas this one is on Florentine paper. You could add a little pocket here too, but I think you could write all over that. Just glorious. Okay, what else do we have? We won't do these square ones. I'm going to put those in my to-do drawer. I had, these. Now these, to me, are going to be very lovely tags. Really nice tags. Now, I was thinking, I think I just want to glue them onto book page, and I even don't mind this ecru book page. So let's put some glue on. And sometimes on the books they have these little teeny tiny images. They'd be really great as tabs as well on things, like at the top of a tag or on the side of a journal page to help you turn the page. Look at those colours, the ecru. The ecru is really good with these. And I think I'm thinking might be nice, might be straw paper with these. So I have been asked to do a video on different ideas for Florentine paper. Well, we did one just now here. So any of and this could be done with Florentine paper. You could have a strip of Florentine paper down there. Clearly we use Florentine paper for collaging. And I have another few that I've done with Florentine paper to give another few ideas. I'm just looking for my ruler here. I don't think I need, unless you guys want me to, but some of it would be a bit repetitive, but I can do a video if you'd like. That's going to go in my to-do drawer. I can do a Florentine paper video if you'd like me to, but it will be similar but different to these, I think, because these ones are clearly they're the focal point, whereas the Florentine paper is more the background, or the, yeah. Oh, that tore badly, but that's okay. So then I'm going to snip the tag shape in these ones, I think, with something different. Don't need to add too much to them, because clearly you've got the lovely artwork as it is, which is enough. And you can follow along the arch there. They're not all exactly the same. And then grab my crocodile and some jute string, and that is what is going to happen with these. I do the little hole, yes, just cute tags. Oh, I didn't put any writing paper on the back. Oh, silly. We'll better do that first. I should have done that before I snipped their corners. Well, I'll do it afterwards. It's okay, we'll just continue on. You don't need to see me put the writing paper on the back. I've got my string here. I just think these look very rustic and lovely with the string. Okay, so we've got those done. Didn't have to do much. I didn't add my writing paper on, but I will afterwards. Okay, so that's that one. So let's just have a look where we're at. So we've got some tall tags with the narrow images. We have with this wider image here, I've hinged it, attached it onto a piece of Florentine paper. You can attach it to, like you could, it would be nice attached to even printed out letter. I had kept one here, so like you could hinge it, well you can't see, but you could hinge it onto there. Onto anything really, book page, and then writing inside, just pretty on the other side. We've done this one similar fashion, but on a book page, and like that. This was very simple. I folded it unevenly and punched the edge, added a bit of Florentine paper and a label, and I did it unevenly so that I could see that image, a bit of that image there, but you could put something, a decorative paper down there too, which would look really nice. So that's that one. This was a portion of the image of the book page. I didn't like the rest of it, but I did like that. So I recuperated that, and it's a tag now, or a journal card, and it's got extra writing because it folds out. This one I made into a pocket. This one here, I was thinking I'd do a wraparound pocket. So let's fold that. You could make a big long sideways sort of tag or something, but I think that's going to be a pocket that wraps around the side of a page there. I do that to remind myself. This is a big one. I would do possibly this one. You could fold it onto itself. Actually, I'm thinking with this one, it's coming to me now. I'm going to glue it to this piece. Oh, that paper's bodgy. I'm going to glue it to, glue some paper to it. Let me just fold here so I get my sizing. And I'm going to punch my thumbnail because I'm going to make that a side tuck. I'm going to glue it to this paper. So let's see. Yeah, I like it on that side. So let's just tear it down like this. I'm going to glue it to that so you can only see a peekaboo of it. I like that raggedy edge too, so I'll make it so you can see that. I probably should have put my glue, yes, I should have put my glue on the other piece because this is slightly bigger. I'm going to have sticky bits around the edges. Sometimes I'm just too quick for my own good. Okay. So that's those. I just need to put our glue here and here. Excuse me. And I will use these things in any type of journal. She's in the garden, it can go in a botanical. Right, so that's that side, and then this side I can add something to it. What about, I think I might like a little bit of text on. I like the script, so I'm going to keep a bit of the script. I don't want it to be too big. I'm going to put that on there. Is that the wrong way? That's better. Might use this glue. Oh, look, it's sticking to everything. To Pemmican's basket. Okay. Put that there. There's my lid. And then, let's see. Oh, I had a little piece of velvet, could have been nice, but anyway. No, blends in too much. This one. Yeah, that's that. And I may come in and put a staple in there afterwards, but we've got the little side tuck so we can put a journal card in there. And then just the image on the front. I'm thinking, do I want... No, same side. See, I don't like it on the same side. No, I was thinking maybe that to add a bit more colour, but I think that's okay for that. What else did we have left over here? Oh, this one I'm not sure. You could do a folded over thing. I got here. Oh, could it be good on something like that? Oh yeah, I like that. I might glue that on there. You could glue it. Actually, that would be you could glue that in as a nice side tuck, or it could become kind of like a envelopey sort of thing. Anyway, I'm going to leave that one and have a think about it, but I do quite like it on there. And then I also had this beautiful one, and I thought that's going to be a lovely pocket again as well in a journal. So I think I'm just going to, I mean, it would be nice on there as well, but I'm just going to make that as a pocket to put something in there because it's nice strong paper. I have the Rotondo of Michelangelo. Now Michelangelo was primarily a sculptor, and I don't think he was a huge fan of painting, and they had to literally force him to go down and paint the Sistine Chapel. That's what the rumor has it, that they had to force him, that he complained to the Pope that he was a painter, no, a sculptor, not a painter. And so in particular, when you look at his figures, they're very muscular and they do look very much almost like they are sculptures and marble. And he was one that also did cut up, excuse the gruesomeness of it all, bodies to see the anatomy, as far as I can remember. So the Rotondo, I mean, I'm not great with round things, but I was thinking the Rotondo would be good, possibly, on, very fitting because he was in Florence. I think I would square it up and put it onto a lovely piece of Florentine paper and make it into a journal card or a pocket. So that's the sort of thing I might do with that one. Now I did have somewhere some samples, which are, oh, here's my sample, and I have another one here, another Michelangelo. Okay, so this one is my sample I did on the book page, like the one we did together. Same thing. So I just think that's really cute. And then this is very simple. I just put this Michelangelo painting, see the muscular, and you can see the drapery, very sort of rigid, like it's sculptural. I just put it onto this piece of Florentine paper. It doesn't need anything on the back. I could possibly have a little something on the front, I don't know what. But yeah, I did the same thing. So just have a decorative border around it. And then I probably put a little bit of book page there, I think. I'd have to find some, but that's what I think I would put here as a little piece of book page, and then I would consider that done. It's just a lovely big journal card. So I've still got those to play with. I think I'll put those in my to-do drawer. And let me know if you want me to do a video on Florentine paper, but similar ideas, collaging, backgrounds, hinged pages. You can fold the pieces in half and make a booklet. I've done a few examples. If you want to go down that path, we can do those. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you don't see my video, I didn't get it done today. It's now 4 o'clock, so I don't know, it's a bit late for me to be doing videos. I'm usually doing other stuff, but anyway, I will do my best, and if not, it will come out on Monday. So have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.